Assalamualaikum students, hope you will be fine. Today we will do the exercise of this chapter number 8. I have already told you about few questions and I have already given you. So now I am going through this exercise with you. So the first question is, why does a mammal require a transport system whereas one cell organism such as amoeba does not? I already told you that amoeba is a unicellular organism, and in that unicellular organism you already know body is in direct contact with the environment. So exchange of material, carbon dioxide move out and oxygen will move out from the environment, move in, oxygen will move in, carbon dioxide will move out, ammonia NH3 will move out. So in this way a direct link is present between environment and between the unicellular organism. But in multicellular organisms, what happen, the deeper tissues are very far away from the external environment. So to maintain a link between internal tissues and between the external environment, we need a transport system. I have told you its detail, so you can do that question. If there is any problem, you can ask. Okay, now the second is question A part is, what is meant by a double circulation in mammal? I have explained you even in the Friday class and also in one of my video what is the difference between double and single circulation. Double circulation mean that double circulation mean two types of blood is passing through the heart in one complete circulation. I explained you that two types of circulation are present in mammal. One is called pulmonary circulation, in which blood is going from heart to the lungs for oxygenation, and from lungs it is coming back to the heart. Second circulation is called systemic circulation, in which blood through aorta is going to the whole body, and after exchange it is coming back into the right side of the heart. So these two, in one complete circulation blood passes twice through the heart, so this is called double circulation and you have to write it in detail. Okay, then B part of this question is, state the function of coronary artery, and I have already told you coronary arteries are the arteries which are supplying oxygen and nutrients to the tissues and muscles of the heart. Then state, okay, now this is a tricky question and you have to think and you have to write, state the route through which glucose travel from small intestine to the arm. Okay, small intestine, you already know that in small intestine finger like projections are present. These finger like projections are called alveoli. So from alveoli, if you do remember, I told you that not alveoli, but these finger like projections are called villi. Alveoli are present in the lungs. These finger like projections are villi, and from these villi I told you that food will absorb here, and from here a vein will start which is called, okay, now I am telling you the route. Okay, so what happens from intestine, this glucose from intestine, okay, so note down this route, from intestine this glucose will go to the hepatic portal vein. I am not writing the full, I am just giving you the abbreviation, and you will write the full name. From intestine glucose will go into the hepatic portal vein. From hepatic portal vein it will go to the liver. From liver it will go to the hepatic vein. Okay, from liver it will go to the hepatic vein. From hepatic vein it will go to the inferior vena cava. Okay, and inferior vena cava will take this blood to the right auricle, right side of the heart. From right auricle it will go to the right ventricle. From right ventricle it will go to the pulmonary arch. PA is pulmonary arch. Pulmonary arch. From pulmonary arch it will go to the pulmonary vein, pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arch, I already told you in the heart. Pulmonary arch from the this side is going to the lungs of both sides through pulmonary arteries. So pulmonary arch, it will go to the pulmonary arteries. From pulmonary arteries it will go to the lungs. From lungs it will come through pulmonary vein. From pulmonary vein it will come to the left side of the heart, which is left auricle. From left auricle it will go to the left ventricle. From left ventricle it will go to the aorta. From aorta it will go to the subclavian artery, and from subclavian artery it will go to the arm. Okay, so you have to remember this route. Okay, clear? Okay, now the next question is, draw a label diagram to show the difference between an artery, vein and capillary. And I have explained you the whole this with the difference in the column, and you can do this question. You can write the difference between, even on the book on page number, you can see here on the page number 131 the difference between artery and vein is given, and about capillary I have told you in my video and even in class. If you have any problem you can ask. Okay, now the last question of this chapter is the figure they have shown you here, and they are telling a figure shown on the right is a simplified diagram of a circulation of blood in the human body, showing the heart, lungs, body tissues and main blood vessels. The blood vessel labeled 4 conduct deoxygenated blood. So this blood vessel which they have shown with the number 4, they are saying that it is conducting deoxygenated blood. Okay, and the valve in the heart leading into it has 3 semilunar pockets. Okay, now they have solved the problem. Okay, 3 semilunar pockets you already know were present in the right side of the heart between right and left, right auricle and ventricle, if you do remember. Okay, so it's mean this side, this number 5 which is going to this 4, it's mean this is right side of the heart, and this number 4 vessel which is arising from here, it is pulmonary arch, or you can say pulmonary arteries. Okay, now they, because it is supplying deoxygenated blood, so you already know pulmonary arch or pulmonary arteries, they are containing deoxygenated blood and they take it to the lungs. Okay, now they are asking the question number A, in the region of the blood vessel 4 and 8. Okay, this one is 4 and this one is 8. So they are saying in the 4 and 8, draw arrows to show clearly the direction of flow of the blood. So as they are saying, this one is having 3 semilunar valves. So so this one is right side of the heart, and this one is pulmonary arch or arteries. So here arrow will be in this direction, so blood will come from here, it will go here, so here arrow will be in this direction. Okay, now name the blood vessels or organs marked by the following number 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, 4 is pulmonary arch or arteries, you can write both. Okay, pulmonary arch and artery takes the blood to the lungs, it's mean this 3 is lungs. From here, from lungs blood come with pulmonary vein, so this 2 will be pulmonary vein. From here blood is coming to this part, so this 1 will be left side of the heart, left auricle and ventricle. From here blood is going to the 8, so this mean this 8 will be aorta. From heart right left side blood goes into the aorta. Okay, from 8 to blood is going to the body, this 7 is showing body, so where blood will be supplied, and from body blood will come through vena cava into the back to the heart. Okay, so all these will be like this. Okay, now C part is give the number of the give the number of the structure which represent the right hand side. Okay, the right hand side of the heart is shown by number 5. This one, this 5 is showing the right hand side, and they are saying number in the D, give one reason why you have selected the structure in C. In C, how you are saying this right hand side is 5, so how you have selected this, you have to give one reason. The one reason is here, you can see in the question they are saying that to the labeled 4 conduct deoxygenated blood, and the valve in the heart leading this is semilunar valve, 3 semilunar valve. So 3 semilunar valve, you already know it is tricuspid valve, and so this is the right hand side of the heart. Right hand side of the heart contains deoxygenated blood, so this 5 is showing this right hand side. Okay, so if there is any confusion in these questions, in their understanding, so you can ask me. Okay bete, wish you all the best. Allah Hafiz. Do complete your this exercise and bete, and post it, and you can ask if you have any confusion. Okay, wish you all the best. Allah Hafiz.